King crab.
I don't know how to eat none of this.
Okay, so I can help you.
Actually, supposed to have like a clamp thing when you approach.
I can pretty much break it with my hand.
Alright.
Okay, so we also have some this is actually.
We even got no spoons and straws. Alright, don't be that.
You the one that's lacking.
Okay. I'm like, alright. Alright. Tell the people what the food is. Like,
huh?
Get off your phone. You recording content.
Alright. So this is actually brown jasmine rice, y'all. But I season my water to cook the rice in. I season it with chicken seasoning and onion powder and a whole bunch of other different stuff. So it comes out yellow, but I promise you it's brown rice.
Alright, there we go. Only plastic stuff.
Yeah, and
I already
dishes.
gotta wash pots and stuff.
These are actually it's my first time ever making these, but these are lobster fritters.
Okay. I taste one already, they good. Ooh, what is this?
Those are lobster tails baked in the oven with some good old parsley and butter on top.
Don't
Oh.
Don't go over. Don't come over here. He about to touch that cord right there.
No, Sean, don't touch that. All right, then we got the butter sauce. The butter sauce, baby.
That's too much of it for me to like show y'all on the camera. It has a lid on it.
But yeah, that's the butter sauce that I made. And then we got the sausage, corn. I didn't do potatoes because I got rice. So sausage, corn, shrimp, eggs, and asparagus. I did something different. I know most people do the cucumbers
Let him sit down.
or the broccoli. Okay, you look real outlandish on content.
We're recording content. We can't do that successfully if he's gonna be able to.
Okay, so you gotta do another video then. This is not gonna work.
So we can't do it. I would have to get our son taken care of. I'm just waiting on her to get back. She told me not to eat nothing. But it's food right here, so.
No, you're not. You gotta wait, just like I am. Okay, hurry up. Let's start the video.
It's already started.
What? When?
It started.
When?
It started.
Okay, so let's show them real quick what we got.
No, we already got that on camera. I'm gonna have to edit it and all that, but we already showed them on food.
Anyway, so this is what we got. Like I was saying earlier, I did asparagus instead of broccoli or cucumbers. Did something different. Got the lobster fritters, the brown rice. Got some lemons over there.
Yo, that don't look like brown rice. Look like
Because I
yellow
season
rice.
it with I don't know why you be making us this little bitty cups of juice, babe. We're not kids. For real. Why you get the juice?
What? You want me to just bring the whole
Yes.
juice? Well, I guess you talk to the people while I'm going.
Okay. So, what are we talking about tonight?
We're, it's pretty much just gonna be a lot of real stuff.
A lot of what?
A lot of real stuff.
A lot of real shit stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, because we can't be cursing all the time when we gonna have teenage followers as well, and other people watching the channel.
Anywho.
And this is going on the family channel.
Anywho. So, I got some rice here. Do you want rice?
I'm gonna be asking you some crazy questions.
Do you want rice?
Yes, I want everything. Alright, so I guess I can go ahead and get started with the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so in relationships, especially if you're in a relationship in the LGBTQ community, you face a lot of like backlash and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, which one do you eat first? Shrimp, corn, what? Want this corn?
Yeah. So, I guess my first question is, what was your attitude towards when your family was like rejecting you? Because there was a lot of ignorant shit going on, ignorant stuff going on.
Ask me the question again.
So what was your, I guess, attitude towards when your family was treating me a certain type of way when I had done absolutely nothing to you?
Man, I was pissed. I didn't want to talk to
That's
nobody.
turkey.
Yes,
Okay.
babe. I was pissed. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Let me have that butter sauce. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was more so hurt than anything because of how the situation happened. Like, first of all, I'm 27 years old, grown as hell. And in a situation, instead of them having a conversation with me or us, they treated us like children instead of, you know, like one thing I will tell y'all, if you ain't got your own place, get it. And hurry up and get it. Because at the end of the day, when you live with people, they're gonna forever find some way, you know what I'm saying, to have an issue with you because you're in their space. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if somebody tell you, oh, you can come live with me. Like it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Then you there for 3 weeks and all of a sudden they got a problem with you. They want you to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand the the kind of turmoil they put themselves in by moving in with people or not having a place of them on themselves. Cause it's hard. Ooh,
First of all, so you're not gonna eat all these foods.
I'm not.
The way, I guess your new lifestyle has been working out. We make a lot of food because she used to making a lot of food, but it's like we making you make food for like a family of six, and that shit lasts. Like we spread it out to the point where like we can eat leftovers for days.
Right. So like, but yeah, I was hurt, because of how the situation happened. Like my stepdad, we was just in my room, you know what I'm saying, chilling, and my stepdad texted my mom and was like, oh, you know, she's in her room with that boy and all this and that and that. And I'm just like, yo, am I not a grown ass woman? You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't come talk to me about an issue that you was having. You couldn't come, you know what I mean?
This is good.
Mm-hmm. You couldn't come tell me how you was feeling.
One thing that because I know a majority of my followers like on my channel are people in the trans community. One thing that I could just say to y'all is when y'all get into a relationship, just be already expect people to not fuck with you.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's the only way that you can not set yourself up for failure. Just already expect that. Like me, I already know it. I done had it happen for my family members and all that. So it's not something that I don't expect. Especially, well, I can honestly say this. When I was like dating outside of my race, I didn't really have that problem. But for some reason within the black community,
so close-minded, yo.
when this comes to just black people in general, because I done been involved with different races, but for some reason it's always consistent that when you're dealing with your own people, it's more hatred or more just like people think you up to something, or people just don't like you as soon as they find out a small detail about who you are, rather than finding out who you are as an individual.
Yep.
So that's trash.
So, I was hurt by it. I didn't talk to my stepdad for a long ass time after that. Like, literally the day after he did that to me, I seen him at the grocery store. And I walked past that nigga like I didn't even know him. Because it's like, bruh, you violated me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you violated me. You could have came and said something to me. You could have said, yo, I know y'all grown, but I don't think y'all should be in the room with the door closed. Okay, cool. We'll come out to the living room. It's no problem. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing, because I'm respectful. So it's not like, if that was the case, I understand how it is to be a father and you have a daughter.
Right.
Like, I get that. If that wasn't okay, I would have been totally fine with that. But he chose to do something that's the coward way of facing the situation to me. And I don't care who see this, because I know eventually people gonna see this shit. And I really don't care.
Yeah, what it is. But I was hurt because it was just like, yo, like, okay, so when it happened, I need to get out of the nitty gritty of why I was hurt. When it happened, when he texted my mom, she called me and was like, yo, who you got in the house? And I said, it's Christine. You know what I'm saying? At that point, me and him had been dating for, you know, some time. So I'm like, why, you know what I'm saying? Why it's not cool for him to be at the crib? You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I met him, he had came to our Airbnb that we had got for Thanksgiving. And it was perfectly fine for him to spend the night in.
Yeah,
So, was it because that wasn't their house? Like, I just didn't understand. I didn't get it. You know what I mean? So she calls me. Mind you, I don't have her on speakerphone, but she's loud as hell. You need to get him out of there. Why you got him in the house and you know we dealing what we dealing with, you know, with our cousin and all this and that and the third. So I'm just like, yo, that's fucked up, because that's messed up, because he ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? This man has done absolutely nothing. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't talk to them for a minute. Okay, well, I guess you can have this piece. Handicap or whatever. Don't want to crack me, okay.
It's first of all, this shit's sharp.
Huh?
Let me tell you, this shit is.
Okay, yeah. So king crab is a little sharp.
It has defensive shit like this because it don't want nobody touching it. This is meant to attack you if you touch it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's dead. Don't eat it.
I'm just saying. She talking about I can't do it. This first of all, this shit is poking.
Shut up your own mouth. Look what you made me do. But
You gotta ask me a question. You gotta move on.
But yes, so that's how I felt about it. That wasn't the only time that something like that happened, but the second time it happened, I flipped on everybody. Everybody felt me that day, and I didn't give a damn who didn't like it.
Hold up, that's amazing.
It's good with the lemon juice.
I ain't never had it with the lemon juice.
It's good. It takes it to a whole new level.
So what all did you put on there? Okay, so you dip it in butter and then you put the lemon juice on it?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
That shit.
Okay. So, I guess I can kind of ask you, like, vice versa. How did that make you feel?
When my friends didn't like you.
Yeah.
When I found out that they weren't fond of you, first of all, that's what it was. They weren't fond of you because they didn't know you at all. It was, I asked them why.
I'm the type of person, I like to know why. And the why was because you have a child and they felt like you were using you to take care of your child.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was around, you know what I'm saying? It was never
a situation where I was like, no, you can't bring him or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they was like, yo, you just got out of a 5-year relationship.
You moved to Atlanta, you're supposed to be enjoying a single life, but now you have this girl over here and she got a whole baby. And it's like you're turning into a parental figure, and that's not what you said you was doing. Which I said, I wasn't trying to get in a relationship. That's not where I was at. When I was
Neither
still
one of us
I
was
was
like
heartbroken, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yeah, we were taking it slow, but at the same time, if I'm dealing with her, then I'm dealing with her child too, because he gonna be around regardless.
I used to be the one talking about, hey, let me find a babysitter before I pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Man, my mom is a single mother. I know that sometimes you cannot find no babysitter. Let's just be real. If you're a single mother and you gotta depend on somebody else, you might as well not depend on anybody.
Right.
Because you got to take stuff into your own hands. So,
me being the person that I am and being raised the way I was just like, nah, why you gotta do that? Because in order to do that, you gotta go through the extra. You gotta ask somebody, then you gotta be there at a certain time. Like, come on, man. No.
That shit, man. Listen, my birthday, when I turned 20. How old did I turn? Did I turn 20? It was my 26th birthday. So I done shared 2 birthdays with this man. So my 26th birthday, like my aunt, she was watching the baby for me, and At first she was just like, okay, like she expected me to go out and then come back, and I was like, but I'm about to be drinking and stuff though, like you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you this: if you have kids, be prepared for people to change their mind about keeping your kids.
It's better if you got a badass kid. And
Do
he ain't
not.
that bad. He's just a crybaby. He a crybaby, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Do not get your hopes up, because it's gonna always be something, right? So, go ahead, man.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You asked how I felt about it.
Yeah.
I knew where they were coming from.
Because we were the three, you know what I'm saying? We were like the three musketeers. We go around the city,
We drink, you know what I'm saying? We smoke, we have a good time, and we come home and we all chill with each other. So somebody else and their kid is in the mix now, that spawns a little bit of jealousy.
Yeah.
It completely changes the demographic of the relationship. Like, now we can't even spend as much time together anymore. On top of that, I'm pursuing my dreams. And that take up time too. So it's just like, yo, we're not getting no time with you anymore. So I understood where it was coming from. I just think that you can handle it in a way of, if I was the best friend, I would be trying to find out who you are. So I could tell my best friend, like, either you can, you know what I'm saying, I think you should continue to pursue this person, or I think you don't need to fuck with them at all because they got some other shit going. That's the outlook that I always look for my best friends to have. I want them to scope out the partner that I'm choosing and telling me if they the right person for me or not, because they done seen people in and out of my life, so they know who good for me and who not.
That's what I wanted them to take, rather than the jealousy route and not wanting to talk to you at all and shit like that.
But y'all, dig this though. It was only like that with the friend who was a girl, because his best friend, when they reunited, she was in a relationship. Cool.
No, not initially.
When I moved out back out here, she was not in a relationship.
Oh, when I came in the picture, she was in a relationship with this man, right? So it was her who had a problem, right? And I'm a type of person. Let me get into this lobster though, because it's looking real good over here. We just leaving it out to dry. But okay. So when I first started coming around, right? I'm a person who feeds off vibes. So I had already felt like his friend who was a girl wasn't really feeling me like that. Which I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody I don't know. She coming in my house. I get it. But in the beginning, I just was like, maybe it's because, you want this?
I'm trying to see what you're doing with it.
I'm just dipping it in the butter and then squeezing it.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
So, anyway, the friend who was a girl had an issue with me from jump. I could tell by the way, she would treat me. So the first time I was like, okay, maybe it's because she don't know me. That's cool, I understand. Everybody not like me. Me, I don't meet no strangers at all.
Friendly.
I'm very friendly. So when I first started coming over, her dude was real friendly towards me. He was like, oh, what's up? I want a hug. You know what I'm saying?
No strangers here.
No stranger shit. He was willing to get to know me. She wasn't, and I could tell. And I would bring it up to him, and of course he would be the nah, you just don't understand. I'd be like, alright, I'm gonna let this shit that's unravel itself, because you're not gonna you know her longer than you know me, right?
Yeah, so of course.
So you're not gonna really believe what I'm saying or really try to take seriously of what I'm saying, because that's your friend, you know her longer than me. And you just met me. Right? Okay, cool. So it was a situation that took place where her dude touched me in an inappropriate manner. No, I didn't get raped. No, he wasn't molesting me. None of that shit.
He just got too friendly.
He just got too comfortable.
And he was drunk.
We was all messed up. But I'm not a huge drinker. Like, I'll take some shots, but I'm not like a huge sit around and drink all that. And they was uncomfortable. Nonetheless, he touched me. So, me as a woman, I'm like, well, I need to let my man know, you know what I'm saying, to holler at him and let him know, yo, not to do that. And the only reason why the reason why I did that was because I know some people not like this, but I don't like my integrity being questioned. I don't like my integrity being questioned. So I went on ahead and told him, I said, look, I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm not coming at you on some I got raped type deal. It's just, he got comfortable, he touched my butt, and I just want you to holler at him and let him know it wasn't cool.
Regardless, it wasn't cool.
Regardless.
Because this is why it's not cool. This is why it's not cool. Because me and Haley, we've been friends for however many years. 10 or whatever. Regardless whether I know she got a dude or not, I'm never gonna cross a line. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm pursuing you in that way. So there's never. I don't care how drunk I get. It's just not happening. I'm never doing that. So I did after she told me. Of course, if you know me personally, you probably know that I didn't handle that situation.
I told him to approach the situation lightly and delicately, and of course he didn't do that.
But because this is why. I mean, I did it in the best way that I knew how.
But like I said, if I know that this is
a friendship, or say for instance, it's like another female friend I have, and she got a dude or whatever. No line is gonna be crossed like that unless I'm trying to pursue you like that. It doesn't matter how drunk I get, because when you're drunk, you're still conscious of your decisions. You might slip a little bit, but you know what's morally right and what's morally wrong.
Right.
Because you still have your morals intact.
Right.
You just choose to overall.
Right. People make that decision and then they'll blame it on the alcohol.
No.
I was drunk, but you was aware though. Because how are you able to say that you was drunk if you was that? You know what I'm saying? Some people, like me, I get so cold, I don't even remember. I'd be like, yo, what happened?
Yeah.
So,
that can happen, but still.
So, at the end of the day, long story short, when that happened, the whole vibe in the house changed. His friend, who was a girl, really didn't like me then. And the crazy thing is like,
it was passive though.
She never came to me and said nothing. And I'm the type of chick where it's just like, if you feeling some type of way about me, I want you to tell me. Right? I want you to let me know, because I'd rather you tell me you got an issue with me, than you to be uncomfortable around me, especially in your own house. So like, he would go to the shop or go to work or something, right? And I'll be in the house, and she'll be in the house. She won't say 2 words to me until he got back. And when he came home, it was coming in the room, getting in the bed with us, playing, laughing. And I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, maybe she only comfortable around him. I don't understand. So you know me, because it was another situation that came up. So I think it was like,
I think I got like butter in my.
you're not getting on the. Why don't we just share?
I ain't getting on it.
It was so many.
Nah, it's out now. That's why I put it in.
Anyway, so.
We didn't get on the next question. Next question.
Alright.
Because we're only going to make this 30 minutes, which means we got like 7.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Alright, so what's.
This is like top of the dome right now. Cause there was no, it was just like, let's just sit down and record.
While we're eating.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to do a mukbang. Like, always.
Okay. I think the last question needs to be, I guess, aimed towards like the future and what we're doing.
Okay. So, right now, we, for those of you who don't know, if you ain't ever seen us in your inbox, whatever you want to call it, We are in the process of becoming licensed insurance agents.
We will be.
We will be.
Straight up.
So, we're doing that. So if you ever seen us in your inbox, no, it is not a scam. No, it's not spam. No, it's us. We just trying to help people.
I guess we can get into a brief description. Because it's not only that, we actually started our own business.
Right.
First of all, I thought that's the first thing you was gonna be saying.
It's everything. All
We
of
started
it.
out, okay, I guess that gateways into it kind of. So the reason the company that we work for, that we're agents for, is called PHP Agency. And basically the reason why I joined is because I wanted to learn how to create generational wealth, and I wanted to be able to teach other people how to do it as well. Straight up. I wanted to learn more about business, learn more about sales, learn more about all those type of things, get some type of wisdom from different people and apply it to what I'm already doing. Which is why we started Valentine's Solutions Group LLC. So we could be not only people who make people look good, but make sure they are good as well.
Financially.
Exactly, because I'm a barber artist. She's a makeup artist, and she does other stuff too. But we want to incorporate that into our own LLC to where we'll be able to help other people. So,
hold on, how y'all be doing this? Because let me just say, y'all be cracking them crabs like it's Nathan.
Maybe it's not these kind. Maybe it's the other kind. Cause
what other kind? I don't know no other kind. Nah, they be on this. They be eating king crab. It's the big one with the more meat.
They probably have the thing though.
Nah, I know beef.
Oh, but you was talking about me when I was telling you that it be poking. It pokes you, yo. They're protecting themselves.
Alright, I just.
Okay, but just tell them why you doing so we can wrap up. Tell them why, why you're doing what you're doing in life.
Okay. I'm doing what I'm doing in life. A, I hate my job. I can't work in an environment where I'm not comfortable.
It's toxic.
It's hell toxic. So that's one reason. Another big reason is because everything that I'm learning now, it was never taught to me as a child. I was taught to get an education, go to a good college, get a good job with benefits, and that's it.
I think that's all we're taught.
Yeah. And people don't realize,
you're only gonna get so far.
That, and they're only conditioning you to be ready for a job, which is why they have children going to school at 8 o'clock in the morning. But you gotta get up at 6 in order to get ready. You gotta catch the bus. You gotta do, like, I get it's one thing to teach somebody like responsibility, but I've known people, and I still know people that went to school for years to get degrees, and they working at freaking somebody else's doctor's office at the reception desk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Having a degree don't necessarily mean money. I'm gonna just tell y'all that straight up. And I'm just now learning that in what we're doing. That just because you got a degree don't mean that you can go out here and get a good job, because it's not, that's no.
And degrees aren't even as
valuable as they used to be.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Skill is more valuable than anything.
And I'm gonna tell you why. People graduate with these degrees. They still can't get a job because they want you to have 4 years of experience.
But how?
But how? I just went to school for 8 years.
So
that's the stupidest.
That's
a scam.
That's a scam.
That's a scam.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the scam.
That's the scam. Y'all be talking crap about people. Oh,
you
scamming.
You
No.
gotta get licensed to even
you have to get licensed to even do this. So no, it's not a scam. I mean, I can understand why some people may think it, but once I let you know that, hey, it's not a scam, and I'm inviting you, you know what I'm saying, to these lit webinars that we be having.
Opportunity meetings.
Monday
We have
through
them every
Saturday.
day at 12 and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And then Saturdays is at 11.
Yes. And if you haven't been a part of one, you need to be a part of it. Straight up.
Yeah. But
You
yeah.
can educate yourself. Education is key. Education and applied experience. When you have experience, like when you're going through the crazy stuff in life, that really is going to teach you what you need to learn to go to the next level. If you don't have the education first and then the experience second, you're lost. You're lost in the sauce.
Yep. So, that's what we doing. We have, like he said, Valentine Solutions. I also have my separate website for my makeup. It's Lola Cosmos on Setmore.
We gotta update that.
It's gonna be updated. Everything. Well, I'm working on our website right now, and then we gotta work on upgrading your so it can be more pictures and stuff like that. That'd be good.
Right. So that is what we're doing. We are making stuff happen, yo. We getting stuff done. We not slacking. We not like. I mean, it be times where, you know what I'm saying. We like me.
But we gotta be parents and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So technically, it's not slacking. We just get preoccupied with other things.
We have a whole 2-year-old.
We have a whole 2.5-year-old, and he's slightly terrible right now. What?
I don't think it's slightly.
Okay, he's a great kid. It's just that
he's smart. He's just
cute.
Mischievous. You know what I mean?
And he's curious.
And he does stuff that he know he ain't got no business doing. But nonetheless, we are gonna make sure we keep up with the content. Oh, let me just put this
Especially
disclaimer
with
out.
the website coming out.
Let me put this disclaimer out for y'all right now. Do not ask us to play cheating pranks on each other. That shit is whack. That shit corny. I don't understand why people do it. Don't ask us to do it. You will get blocked. It's not happening.
First of all, I got PTSD and I'm ex-military. I'm a sniper. That's not a good idea for anybody. So let's
I wouldn't even begin to do, because why would you play with your partner like that's not even funny.
I don't
Anyway,
know why y'all thought that was
that's not cool.
Anyway. That shit get you fucked up, yo.
Why would you play around like that? You know what I'm saying? And then some of them, that junk be looking so real. That make me question, like, dude, do you be cheating on the side for real? Like, what is this to try to blindside? Look, just don't ask us. That's the quickest way to get blocked. Don't ask us to play cheating pranks on each other. And what's another prank?
I don't know. That's the only one.
That's it. That's the only prank that I don't find funny. All right, so we wrapping up, y'all. We appreciate y'all for watching us.
And we're gonna leave all of our, social medias and stuff so you can follow them all.
So please like, comment,
Subscribe.
Wait.
Who?
Babe.
Who? What's your name? Sure. What?
Y'all, this is silly. Baby. Do we have fruit? Do you have fruit, babe?
Yeah, we got the little orange cuties and we have bananas.
Somebody bananas on the counter?
Oh, we got fruit. You bought fruit yesterday from the mall.
Oh, yeah. Did we get out the car?
Yes, it's in the fridge.
But I want pineapple.
Oh, well, we gotta go get pineapples then.
I forgot to get some.
Yeah. Did you see something?
Mm-hmm. There was whole pineapple.
Oh, I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention.
But we can get the ones that's already like cut in the container.
Okay.
But if they look dry.
What? Yo, why you touching my phone? You got your own phone.
Call your girlfriend.
Say hello. Say hello. Hello. Why you all up in my phone?
Talk to your girl.
You have an invite within the
I ain't got no girl.